Potato yum.
Good morning. These potatoes are coming alive. Look at this guy. Getting all sprouty and shit. Bag's got a lot of moisture in there. Real earthy potatoes are about to pay with their lives. I am the hungry American chef. Things are getting tough all around. If you don't have stored up food, you might end up having to be a cannibal. I don't want that for you. Because people taste like shit. Just imagine all the ways they act. And just figure, sorry, buddy. Sorry, you're going to come inside of me? What are you doing to me? Look, I'm going to make you part of me. You're going to be on the team. You're going to have the human perceptions. And I don't want that. I want to be a potato. Look, dude, I'm sorry. Talk to your food. But don't play with your food. Don't play with its mind. Potato's an intelligent, well-rounded fucking fruit/vegetable. It might actually be a fruit. I don't fucking know. I think it's a vegetable. But there has been some debate on what is fruit and what is vegetable. I think a tomato is an actual fruit, although I disagree. When I think of tomato, I say that's a vegetable. And that's the way it's been my whole life. I know some people take these debates very seriously. So, if they want to fight, please comment below. Tell me all the reasons why I'm a piece of shit murderer of potatoes. I'm going to cut these real into thinnest slices as I possibly can. I'm a very hungry man. My dad's hungry too. And I told him, I said, I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. We're going to have fried potatoes. Something like French fries. And your tummy's going to, I told him to rub his tummy. To expose his tummy. To show the little happy trail area. And to rub it. And to tell that stomach, hey buddy, don't fret. You're going to be packing on some weight again here pretty soon. Dad looks pretty good. He's not having to wear glasses now that he's got one of his eyes fixed and it looks like he can actually see. And this is very thrilling to the person who's been watching their relatives suffer for like years now in pain and agony so the medical system, because some people got addicted to all those wonderful opiates, they decided that they would make it extremely hard for anyone to get any opiates while leaving our borders wide the fuck open to fentanyl. Now, I used to like taking pain medicine. I'll admit, I had a bit of an addiction. Hell, I even tried that stuff called, what they call it? That Heron. I tried that Heron before. It was problematic. It wasn't a good thing for my life. And I was able to stop. Now, I do remember that my hair hurt, and I don't know how that's even possible, getting off this shit. And I think I threw up and shit my brains out on several occasions. So I don't recommend it. I understand the dangers. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here to share with you this love of potatoes as I finally cook them. So you get them real thin, and you throw them in a thing of water. You see, I got them in this thing of water over here. I'm going to let them float there for about 10 minutes. I'm going to let these sons of bitches float in here. And then I'm going to fry them. I'm going to put my grease on the stove. We got some cooking oil, and we got some propane. Now, some of you states aren't going to be able to have propane here in the winter because you have chosen to elect some weirdo globalist prick who's going to tell you that you're not going to be able to drive a gas-powered vehicle in the future, that we're just not going to have them in our states. But then you have states like Texas. We don't fuck around. We don't have any time for that bullshit. So Texas has been watching from the sidelines a lot of this bullshit. And most of us have had enough. And we're not the type of people to have enough and just be like, not going to do something about it. We're inherently coming for you. We're going to come right for you. Now, we don't have to go anywhere being Texas. We can just secede from the Union, and it's looking like more possible every day. I saw Kenny reported on this early in the morning, and he was showing paperwork, and so I'm inside the system. I'm inside the state of Texas. I only know. I can't look at Texas from the outsider's perspective, so I don't know. I have to share this view, the sentiment of a Texan, and that's what I'm offering you, giving you a little piece while I cut these potatoes. So because the president, the other weirdo Democrats, and it's Democrats. Democrats are mainly doing it. There's some rhino Republicans. I don't. I think all those people are fucking retarded. The people that we mostly run into these positions of power, they all seem to want power. Our democracy, over the period of its lifespan, which has had a full life, America's had a good 250 years. That's about all we can pull off as human beings. We've not really done too well. The Egyptians did. They had some form of something going on for thousands of years. But of course, they were left that and some weird grandfathered in technologies that we're just now beginning to rediscover. So, how you like that shit? And so, this is the way to do it. That's the way you do it. Slicing potatoes on the video. That's right. I cut them thin as fuck, so they fry real nice. When you do your tasks, your daily tasks, you should sing the music that fills your soul with good thoughts. And I can see these good thoughts already in my mind. Hell, I'm thinking about battering some of these bitches. That'd probably be redundant. I'm not going to do that. It'd be real messy. But if I was to fry, I'd get some egg yolk in a bowl, and I would take the potato, and I would soap him, and then I would throw him into some flour that I would have in another bowl, and I would sprinkle the flour with cayenne pepper, Tony Sacheriche. Y'all know that motherfucker Tony? Tony goes hard. Tony Sacheriche does go hard. I respect him. I never knew him. I think he was incredible. I think his legacy is that he's left us this wonderful fucking sprinkly shit to put on our meals. That's not too salty and it's not too hot, but it's got both hot and saltiness, which are key for things like potato fries. I love crinkle fries. I love them. I made the mistake of getting DoorDash yesterday because we were extremely hungry, and my dad likes Arby's, and I don't. I don't really care about them. So I should have got the sliced beef sandwich. It would have been great. Would have been. I'm just usually left hungry when I eat it. Arby's. They have a competitive hamburger that they're advertising that's called Wagyu, because they're doing Wag the dog on us. So I'm sure it's an Asian word too. I'm certain. Did they choose it for just its Asian word? No, it says Wagyu because that's what this fucking reality's doing. It's wagging you. It's wagging you the dog. It's wagging the dog. In every fucking case, the high level red line every day. Everything is starting to break down. So Dan Winter says that in that if the Earth is like a geodesic crystal, this is going to be good science. The nodal points on that weird shape, I could go and get one because I have them. Because I've been using them for these understandings to come online. You take a sphere. Now, if you take that close to a sphere as you get shape, geodesic, whatever the fuck that is, at the place where the touching of the outer sphere occurs, those are the nodes. Those are the nodes that I use in the yard. Those nodes transmit inertia into the higher informational. It's the other form of wave, that scalar wave, not transverse. So when the reality seems like they're talking about this, but it's that, or this and that, you're building that charge up. Now that's why there's such a intense sensation of, it makes you want to react, because as soon as you react, you collapse the waveform and you experience that reality. And I'm sure it can go either way. It could be this or that, and everything is everything else already. So that's what's for breakfast.